brother sweeter. I don't want to say that I'm proud and better. Have you ever seen a brother better?
Never.
Plus a little mix of Drake and Jigga. The boy is sweeter,
Wow.
hotter than fire.
Yeah.
On Boom Convo today on Boom Play is one of Nigeria's finest, multi-talented rapper and multi-award winning artist, Falz the Bad Guy.
Thank you, man.
It's so good to have you on the show. Thank you so much for stopping by. How are you feeling at the moment?
I feel good. I've been doing a lot of running around, so I'm a little bit stressed out.
Right.
I need sleep.
Right. You need
Yeah.
to sleep. But you sleep after this because
There's no
we need
sleep.
to have this.
There's no
chat.
sleep for the weekend.
Oh, so you're on the weekend. Okay, fair enough. All right, now congratulations on the album BAHD, your 5th studio album. That's really amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How does that make you feel? 5 albums down.
Yeah. It makes me feel good. I feel so happy. I never expected it. But on a serious note, it's emotional, man. Sometimes I just kind of sit back and think about the journey. You know, for my first album. My first album was 2014, and like this is almost 10 years down the line. So it's been a beautiful journey. It's been exciting. I feel like I've done a lot of different things all through my career. To be honest, my career feels like it's been like 20 years. Just because of how eventful it's been. So, you know, getting to this point for me is, you know, another new adventure. So it's exciting, man.
That's cool. That's cool. I love that you're excited because I know this is an album that should make people excited. People should feel the excitement Falz is feeling in the moment. And once again, congratulations. Now, the album is named BAHD, you know, which is a part of your name, Falz the Bad Guy. Now, I'd like to ask, is this an album that chronicles your story, your journey, your experiences? Essentially, what does this album mean to you?
Not necessarily. To answer your question, not necessarily. I would say it's an album that represents bad in the other sense of the word. You know, in the actual sense of the word bad. It's like naughty. It's also like bad, like, yeah, you know the vibes. It's also like bad, like, okay, this guy bad, like, yeah. So bad in like a rad, dapper way. Bad also in like a naughty, risque way. You know, this is me stepping into some new dimensions I've never really stepped into. This is me, you know, showcasing some other sides of me that didn't really existed. Yeah.
Now, speaking of new dimensions, right? 4 albums down, and then this current album. Is there any way your previous works, especially Moral Instruction, for example, have influenced this particular album, or is this an entirely new sound?
The latter is the case, my brother. The latter is the case, entirely new. This, if you put this side by side with Moral Instruction, there's a stark difference. It's like completely, you know, unrelated. The mood here is, it's emotional, it's sexy, it's cool, it's bad. You know the vibe. Yeah, so that's the mood on this. Moral Instruction was very, of course, because of what it stood for, it was very angry, it was very intense, it was in your face, of course it was. And that's one of my favorite albums of myself ever. Yeah.
That's really amazing. Now on this album, there are features. There's a song, Beautiful Sunflower with Tiwa Savage. There's you with Timaya and Boy Spice, The Cavemen. It's a whole exciting lineup. Now, how did you come down to these selections and how important are they to you?
Man, the selection process was very critical. I'm sure my team would testify to that. But you know, all these features, each and every single person that worked on this project has something special and brought something special to the record that they're on. And you know, for me, it's never been about who this person is. For collaborations, I mean, it's never been about who this person is. It's always about the music and what element that, you know, you're bringing to this particular record. And for everyone on this project, I have 0 regrets. Everyone I worked with was amazing.
That's cool. Now, speaking of favorites, of all the songs on the album, what song would you say is your favorite song?
Man, it's a difficult one. It's a very difficult one, you know, because that's the issue now. Today I think I have favorites, but by tomorrow my favorites have already changed. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. you have to be Falz, you have to be bad to feel that way.
I'll let you guys do the choosing. was a favorite.
Okay, fair enough. That works. I think that's a very good offer.
Yeah.
Now, still on this album and the recording process, how long have you been working on BAHD?
Woo. Sincerely, I have been working across. I've been working on this project like across times. I mean, not every single song spanned across that period of time, but there's songs that, you know, you can pick one from here, but I would say from like 2020 up until now, you know, inside COVID, all that, being in lockdown, yeah, you know. But like I said, you know, not every single song was from that era, but, you know, there's songs that span through that period of time.
The songs you even recorded earlier than?
Maybe one song was earlier than 2020.
What song is that?
There's a song called Gentleman on the project. That song, I think it was either 18 or 19, I recorded that song. But it's such a classic. It's such a classic song and so beautiful. I'm grateful it's on this project.
That's cool. Now, think of the times in the studio, right? Where you're recording these songs. What song do you remember giving you the most excitement recording a song? What song do you recall, you know, giving you that feel, the cruise, like, you know you're getting it right?
There's quite a few. Okay, so I'll mention a few. I'll say Sunflower, I'll say Pull Up, I'll say All Night. Yeah, these ones, because these songs really reflect this new version of me. And for me, being in the studio in that moment and entering into this character, it was like, oh, let me be single. Let me be this. So,
Right.
so like this is like my Chris Brown album.
Okay.
What's the R&B singer? Hey Joe, in Falz.
That's amazing. Now, let's talk about Falz, the multi-talented individual. Now, you not only make music, you also make films. You know, you have a number on your belt and 2 DCAs to your credit. So, do you ever feel like you need to be grounded in one craft, or it's really easy for you to just make films and make music?
I think we can clearly see that I'm somebody that don't like to stay in one place.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to move around. I believe in just making the most of life, you know. Like, this life is only one. At any time, at any goddamn time, anything can happen. So if there's anything you've always wanted to do, I'm all for just finding a way to do everything. But you have to compartmentalize. English and long there. You have to compartmentalize. So, you know, like, this is what I'm doing at this moment, this is what I'm doing at this moment, you know. But at the end of the day, I believe in just dabbling.
Of course. So, do you have any film projects you're currently working on that you can also talk about?
Yeah, I recently featured in as lead character in an action film.
Action film.
It's called,
Action Falz.
It's called Brotherhood. So I'm about to get my Will Smith on. For the bulk of my acting career, I think I've had my Kevin Hart on.
Okay.
So now I'm about to get my Will Smith on, or maybe Denzel. Will Smith or Denzel, something like that, or like a hybrid of the two of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
It's going to be a very dangerous one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait, honestly.
Stay tuned, Brotherhood coming soon.
That's amazing. Now let's talk about, you know, social justice issues. I know that you are very much in front of these issues. These are things that are important to you. You've spoken about them. So when you look at in the industry and your colleagues, how do you think they could use their platforms better, you know, to call for, you know, change and improvements generally?
I cannot put pressure on anybody, understand? I cannot tell anybody what to do with their life and their career. But anyone that's existing in this space and creating art and not speaking about it, their onlooking game is really strong. It's really, really strong. I was watching a clip of Fela, and even though he was very radical and he was very with it, but he said in that clip that he doesn't believe that any African artist creating art should be creating art for enjoyment, for vibes. He really does not believe in music for vibes. If you are existing here, and there's so much trouble around for you to not make, you know, your art around that. You know, obviously I wouldn't go to that extreme and say that absolutely not. There's time for everything. You need to relax. In fact, the way your head is hot, you need something that helps you relax your body. You know, so it's important to mix it up. But like, I think the most important thing from what he said is you can't exist here and not, you know, use your art to highlight, what's going on.
That's really amazing. And so, lastly, just to wrap up this chat, what's a day in Falz life like? You know, so when you wake up, what's the first thing you do, and how do you basically end your day?
I'm not a morning person, first of all. I hate this in the morning. Oh no. So probably wouldn't be up till maybe typically 9, 10.
Fair enough.
Is that late? No, that's still early.
It's late.
That's actually
It's
still early.
It's
Yeah.
early.
Be up 9, 10, and you know, there's usually a lot of activity, so I'll just maybe clean up and step out immediately. Then at some point in time, back home, hit the studio. You know, I have a studio in my house, of course. So hit the studio, work. Maybe get out the studio, FIFA. I'm a video game guy, so FIFA. Or just relax in bed, watch Netflix or something.
Basically,
I'm a very I like to just be in the comfort of my space, just chilling. When I'm out, it's mostly work. Yeah, it's mostly work. I'm a chill guy. I like to just relax in the house.
Considering the fact that there's no sleep for the weekend.
To be honest, so when I get that chance, my brother, your head is there.
All right, it's been so nice having this chat with you. Once again, congratulations on the album.
Thank you.
And you should get it BAHD out now on Boom Play.
Thank you so much. Go and push it.
Give them like Roger Milan, smack down like John Cena.
That guy's in the building.
Like